I recently made an order from Pulp Fragrance. And by recent, I mean like 2 months ago. And I picked up quite a few samples as well as some few full sizes. They did have a gift with purchase situation going on, but I wanted to essentially review and give first impressions of all the samples that I purchased. So these three I've already tried on my skin at some point, and these ones I didn't. So Ballet Arabesque. I'm gonna review these and describe what I think they smell like without actually looking at the notes, and then I'll check after what they're supposed to be. But yeah, the ones I've tried: Ballet Arabesque, Casting the Runes, and Moonlit Masquerade. Off the top of my head, I think two of these are sweet, and this one particularly I've been interested in for a while, but I just haven't gotten around to. I think it's like alcohol and stone, but I'll see if I can remember what that is. Other things to smell here are December Rose, Reliquary, Mercury, which is part of the Journey Through the Solar System, Hollywood Vamp, Pumpkin Aura, Pumpkin Carnival, Azo Gold, which was a freebie, Earth, and A Warning to the Curious. So I figure normally I'm a gourmand person, so I'll put the pumpkins together to sample, see if I can actually detect what pumpkin was. I've already smelled this. I thought it was terrible. It smelled like medicine. Hazel Gold. Warning to the Curious, I want to say, is like a driftwoody type scent. Earth and Mercury can go together. They're part of the Journey Through the Solar System, and they're more earthy type scents. Reliquary was from my sniff was interesting. I'm not. It was like very incense heavy. December Rose was a floral that can hang out here. Hollywood Vamp. I guess I'll just put here. I guess it's what I consider like a pretty scent. So I might as well start with Casting the Runes. So these are smells like toffee, alcohol, a little bit of dried woods. The alcohol is very, very sweet. Let me see what it's supposed to be. Casting the Runes, Hot Toddies, Roaring Bonfire, Rum Spiked Nog. I can smell the nog for sure. Very rich in depth. Cardamom, nutmeg, and hot cocoa. So no stone. Must have misremembered that one, which is fine. I do think it smells a little woody. That may or may not be the bonfire. So this one is for based on the name, I find it very misleading because I constantly think it's going to be very atmospheric. It's going to be very dark and creepy, but no, it smells like a delicious drink that you make when you get back in from the cold. And it's still quite warm, so it doesn't have a chilly undertone whatsoever. It's Casting the Runes. Let's go through Ballet Arabesque. I think this one's just supposed to be like a pretty scent. And I just touched my nose. So I smell some sort of spice. I think my nose is stuffed. It's extremely hard to describe what I smell in this one. It smells like overly strong vanilla extract, like pre-dilution. And there's a little bit of creaminess in there as well. What is this supposed to be? Ballet Arabesque, dark rum, dulce de leche, roasted chestnuts. I do get that chestnut scent. I think it's shared in some of their other scents as well, where I find it like a very stuffy scent. I didn't like the last one that had chestnuts in there. Rock rose resin, Moroccan Bakur, which I don't know what that is. I assume it's a food. Vanilla bean, okay. Spikenard, oak moss, coffee CO2. Maybe a little bit of the coffee CO2. It's a weird scent. It's very pretty. It's very dark, but while sweet, I don't think it has a lot of character to it. It's just very like a bunch of foodie smells mashed up together and darkened. Moonlit Masquerade. Maybe this one has, I don't know, pumpkin spice lattes in it. It smells like florals. Take a look at what that's supposed to be. White amber, oakwood, butterscotch candies. I don't know about that. Spice, vanilla, chai, and woolly cashmere. So I'm not sure what white amber smells like, but I don't detect any of that. That's definitely not what hits me. Spice, vanilla, chai, and woolly cashmere. Maybe it's definitely got a very pretty vibe. I'm not sure where I get florals from it. I think that floral is just my nose being confused by the vanillas. I don't get butterscotch candies as a note at all, so it's quite possible that all these scents are blending together, or it's just not the most accurate scent. I remember trying this, really liking it, thinking it was super pretty, very much like your skin, but foodier and more floral. But I don't get any of the individual components. I do think it changes a bit on the skin. I got some on my finger, and it just still smells floral to me. So be it. Reliquary, I'm going to be completely useless in the description of because it's a bunch of incenses, and I have a lot of trouble detecting different types of incense. That's why I got this. Yep, smells like a slightly sweet wooden chest that has a bunch of like solid incense. It's not smoky to me. Solid incense. There's a lot of green, dark green overtones. Color is like a dark amber, but not quite as dark as say their bewitching amber. The scents that are supposed to be in here are precious resin incense burning. So I didn't get that. I didn't get the burning. It smelled unburnt to me. Frankincense, styrax, opopanax, myrrh, and benzoin. So benzoin's a more vanillic scent. Snuffed out candles, which presumably should smell closer to like beeswax, and warm polished woodwork. So I do get a lot of that polish overtone. Onto the pumpkins. So off the top of my head, pumpkin aura was probably like very sweet, very sugary pumpkins, and pumpkin carnival had more milky tones. Yeah, pumpkin aura honestly smells like something that could belong in Bath and Body Works, but like one of the ones you really, really enjoy and keep going after. The liquid is functionally clear and colorless. It smells sugary. I'm not sure I'd be able to pick out pumpkin, but pumpkin is actually quite a subtle scent. I think most people detect it. Actually look up aura. That might be more sensible. Aura. Demerara sugar, pumpkin puree, bergamot, cyclamen. Hold up. Yeah, I can see florals, but I don't actually get cyclamen nor bergamot directly. Creamy sandalwood, sure. Nutmeg neroli, which is orange, like an orange bitters kind of scent, and soft skin musk. So I'll give them that. It's a very creamy, easy, sweet scent. To where I think aura is actually quite a good name. It represents what it is quite well. It's definitely probably a sweeter scent than most people are expecting out of a pumpkin scent overall, but it is listed first thing in the notes as sugar. Pumpkin Carnival is less pumpkin spicy than I remember. So I've already sniffed all these. I mostly smell the orange, yellow, white, like triangle candies. Those have a very, very distinct smell. Okay, this makes sense. So it's supposed to be pumpkin spice lattes, Carnival Midway, kind of. Buttery caramel popcorn, sweet orange. I think that's where I'm getting that orange memory from. Um, Wood shavings and bone musk. I don't get a lot of those, but I think the atmospheric vibe that I was sort of was unexpecting. This has rested, I think, since I got it. When I first opened it, very much smelled like pumpkin spice lattes and very, very overwhelming caramel. So it's been, I think, a week or so since I got these, and it has changed a little bit. Now I can tell you straight away that This line is always an experiment for me. I don't expect to love it, and I usually don't. Why do I keep getting them? I don't know. The concept really appeals to me. So Mercury's like a very clean, light, metallic scent, I think, off the top of my head. Let me see what I get. Oh, it's quite a lot better. Honestly, smells like department store perfume in the men's aisle. But I don't, it smells quite different. It's quite a lot more woody in like a very clean, fresh green wood, nearly fresh snapped kind of scent. Maybe a little bit of what I think of as rain, without the super strong petrichor scent. No soil notes. What is it supposed to be? Mercury. White copal, pink pepper, eh, lavender. I think it's like an herbaceous, very dry lavender, perhaps golden chimpaka flower, which I still don't know what it smells like. Hops, don't get any. I don't like hops at all. Saffron, myrrh resin, balsamic tonka bean, vetiver, blonde woods. There we go. That's mostly what I'm getting. Blonde woods. And metallic quicksilver musk. So those are all descriptive terms. They're not actually meaningful of anything. I have no idea what a metallic quicksilver musk is supposed to smell like. Presumably it's an accord that's been derived for this. Earth is, I don't remember exactly what it smells like. I was like, this is not a terrible name for it. It's not my favorite. Yeah, this is a bit of disappointment. I was really hoping for rocks, a bit of crushed soil, limestone. It smells like a very clean, like laundromat clean, without the laundry detergent scent. Um, like Ravine. Like a Ravine smells quite like it, but it's like extremely synthetic for some reason. What it's supposed to smell like is rainforest undergrowth, granite boulders, which is what I really, really want to smell. Mature boreal forest. They have a boreal scent that is excellent. Not in here. Ocean spray and wildflower fields. I think it was trying to do a lot, and since it's rested since getting here, it has shifted quite a little bit. So I think coming back to it in a couple more weeks will give a better sense of what it's supposed to be, as well as whether or not it's supposed to evolve on the skin. So I haven't tried that one on the skin whatsoever. A couple more to go. So Hollywood Vamp, probably a makeup-y scent. December Rose, I remember really, really liking from the first sniff, but again, maybe it's changed since getting it. A Warning to the Curious, maybe this is the one with rocks and like Salisbury. And then Azo Gold, no idea what it is. I'll maybe get it over with and smell it now. I really, really dislike this one. And it's much better now. Smells foody. This one also smells vaguely like butterscotch candies. It does still hold a bit of the medicinal component. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that one. I still don't like it. It's foody. There's no floral components that I can detect. There's a lot of woods in there as well. Very balsamic, I think is a good way to describe it. Initially, I felt like it smelled medicinal, and I can figure out what kind of medicine it was, but it definitely has settled in. So I think this is one to go back to and see how I feel about. Warning to the curious. Oh, I wonder if Azo Gold has. No, it's not. It's not provided yet. Ew. Warning to the curious smells like not quite clean. Yeah, it smells like dry erase markers. Warning to the curious. Ominous heavy seaside mist, wet sand, driftwood, gray amber, bone musk, oleander, and spectral presence. It does indeed smell wet. I'll give it that. It smells very wet and smells slightly dirty, which, if the goal is to smell like dirty seaside, then I think they've nailed it. I remember it smelling really, really nice, so I'm not sure what happened to that. Again, all of these have evolved quite a bit since last week I opened them up. Alright, Hollywood Vamp. I am confused. It smells like alcohol. And it smells like, not roses, but like, what is, like a vintage floral? That's really, really common. That's what it smells like to me. Hollywood Vamp. Oh, iris. Okay, so myrrh resinoid. Purple iris, the Popanax, which I think is like a darker purpley black leaning scent with a touch of green. Absinthe, sure. Musk, rosewood. Vanilla, ebony, and black amber. So I don't get any of the black amber. Presumably it's really, really similar to all their other amber scents. But again, it's also a very hard scent for me to detect. So that may be not representative. I think iris is what I'm smelling when it comes to florals. This smells like a very glamorous scent, for lack of better words. I think Hollywood Vamp is an excellent name for it. I do find it more cohesive than some of the other scents. So let me sort out like the cohesive scents. So I think this was an excellently cohesive scent. Earth was not at all. What is this? Reliquary. It does exactly what it's supposed to be. It is an incense scent. Casting the runes was hot toddy. So this was just like flat gourmand. Like it really was just flat gourmand. Pumpkin Carnival I felt like was not quite cohesive. It was very confusing. Pumpkin Aura was extremely cohesive in that it just smelled like sweet pumpkin. Ballet Arabesque was weird. Let me resmell that. Yeah, I was just trying to be too much all at once, and really didn't quite nail it. Warning to the curious, I'm undecided about. I think this was the dirty ocean scent. Yeah, okay, that dirt is actually coming from a floral. I think this one needs to rest, but I suspect it'll actually be quite cohesive after it does. Mercury, I had mixed opinions on. Yeah, I think it's extremely cohesive. It smells like a men's cologne, like a generic one. I think it will evolve a little bit over time. Moonlit Masquerade, I think, was all just food. Yeah, this one's quite beautiful actually. It is both simultaneously foody and very not floral, but very sweet. I'm gonna actually put it mostly under gourmand, but like elevated gourmand. Azo Gold, TBA. I don't like it, so you're just gonna sit into the incohesive, incomprehensible section. And the last one is December Rose, which no longer smells as good as I remember. It smells like lychee, slightly dirty lychee syrup. Yeah, slightly dirty lychee syrup and woods. I'm trying to remember what it's supposed to smell like. Obviously, there's a rose note in it. December Rose is black pepper, Sichuan pepper, Turkish rose, elemi, cardamom, carrot seed, red musk, atlas cedar, sandalwood, and rosewood amber. I actually think this is quite cohesive. It's just, I think it needs a bit more time to sit through. It was stunning when I first opened it. So I think everything I actually got in this section, with the exception of, I think, Reliquary, which won't change very much, Pumpkin Aura and Casting the Runes. Usually they're extremely gourmand scents, don't change too much for me. They're going to stay pretty stable. What is this? Moonlit Masquerade, I think. Yeah, everything else here, I suspect, is going to need some time to sit and rest and actually change what they smell like. So all in all, I don't think I would full size a single one of these. I remember really enjoying Moonlit Masquerade, but it's not something I understand, if that makes sense. Like, I don't understand the story, it doesn't vibe with me. So not quite something I would full size. December Rose, has changed. I think this will become a stunning scent. But we're gonna have to wait for that. I'm not really picking up the peppers and the spices just quite yet. So all of these were quite cohesive. I really disliked Earth. I'm really disappointed by that one. I'm really hoping it changes. It becomes a little more rocky, stone, outdoorsy scent. I think I'm not looking forward to the wildflower fields showing up. I never enjoy a wildflower field scent in across any brand. Pumpkin Carnival, really interesting atmospheric. I think this one would be really fun as an atmosphere spray. Ballet Arabesque is just too many foody things all together at once. Again, maybe this will settle in, maybe it'll become stunning. I think if the texture ever becomes like sticky, it will become lovely. Azo Gold, I am extremely confused by because again, the scent has changed quite a bit since I initially got it, and I don't know what it's trying to be. It smells both simultaneously foody. I wouldn't say banana, but like I think there's going to be a tropical floral component that's not Manoi flower. Um, yeah, so I also got a couple full sizes, and I also got one of their freebies, which was excellent. So I'm not sure how I feel about all these. I think I need to. Well, I think I need to take a pause on indie buying for starters, especially when my hit rate is so low. Normally, Pulp is excellent for me, and I really enjoy a lot of their things. But I did go for some more experimental items here this time, right? So Earth, Warning to the Curious, Mercury, those are all like on the more experimental side for me. Casting the runes is like sort of exactly what the notes say, but it's not that exciting. I don't think I'm into full foodie scents anymore, which is really too bad because it's quite pretty, but I don't think I enjoy rum as a note. In theory, I should, but I actually don't like rum at all as a drink. It's just too sweet. So I think I'm looking for things closer to, yeah, Moonlit Masquerade, I think, has the greatest promise of me wanting to upsize it at some point. And December Rose has a lot of promise for evolution. Warning to the Curious, I was hoping there'd be a more vanillic note in there, because I think a dirty sea salt and vanilla scent is beautiful. And unfortunately, a lot of the Solstice scents combos don't quite work out for me. So something in between. Ballet Arabesque was a bit of a disappointment because I was really hoping for that dark, rich, boozy vibe, but very strong and full bodied. It's a little weak at the moment, but again, it might sit and become a lot better. So yeah, there we go. That is my latest Pulp Fragrance sample collection of sorts. Reviewing it a weekish after arrival.